As we stand now, we are waiting for the appointment at the big hospital where I will be discussing with the surgeon about what to do, because now we have the scans. I am not even on the waiting list for surgery yet. I have no idea how long this is going to be a thing. It is a bad time. It's a bad time. Like, very bad. Hi. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Excuse my my drip. I've been calling it recovery chic. Do you like it? If this is somehow the first video you've clicked on and you'd rather not go back and watch the previous one, I'll give you a quick TLDR. I've had what we thought was contraceptive coil complications, say that fast, which actually turned out to be a large, most likely benign, ovarian tumour which was pressing on my organs. I tried to get help for half a year or more while slowly crumbling into dust. So yeah, the previous video ended where I was still waiting on the NHS after my MRI scan, and I hadn't even been given any kind of idea of when I would get any help. I'm gonna have to go and give my dog some chicken, or as we call it in this household, chimking. Hold on, wait. Oh my god, no, that's my spot. Oh. No, this is not what I intended. This is not your video. Go back here. Okay, there you go. Okay, bye. Right. Where were we? Oh boy. Right, well, stuff happened. So let's just roll all of the content warnings, just like last time. So, having at this point waited for various appointments and results, I was pretty fed up, and I contacted my GP, who managed to find the MRI results on their system, which was nice. They then sent a letter to the surgeon at the big boy hospital asking to rush my appointment, which was also nice. However, time passed and nothing happened. I'm losing the fucking will to live at this point. So I got myself another appointment with another GP to ask what's going on. This GP told me that the waiting times on the NHS gyno, that's how you say it, right? I'm sorry, I'm foreign. The NHS gyno surgery is insane. That's not the literal words they used, but pretty much what they meant. So, what are the waiting times like, Jen? Also, keep in mind that at this point, I've already been dealing with this stuff for half a year, so there's already been a lot of waiting, friends. 6 months to be seen by a consultant who will discuss the MRI results and also my surgery options. A further 6 months after that to actually have the surgery. So, 1 year for me to wait while this thing is inside of me hurting and growing. Like, I can't reiterate like how fucking devastating that was to hear. So yeah, like, look, I don't normally try to blow my own trumpet too much. But I do consider myself to be a very driven and capable person. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I'm able to be self-employed full time, because I'm just an obsessive, stubborn asshole. But this experience has just been really slowly chipping away at my resolve. I felt so helpless as someone who's never been seriously ill long term before. This whole experience has not been easy, and also in terms of like work, my work has also at this point basically slipped, so it's now part-time if we're lucky. My schedule is just running away. I am making more mistakes during my work hours. I am missing things. Things are slipping through the cracks, and my income is suffering, and my mental health is obviously taking quite the beating, because it's not only is it one thing to have this thing that you're dealing with, which is giving you a lot of anxiety in your personal life, but then when it bleeds through and it really affects your work life as well, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. So at this point, I am very fed up, and I organize an appointment with a private hospital in my city because I just need to know what's happening to me. It is £200 to see a consultant. Just to talk to someone is £200. I was just desperate. I just wanted to know what the fuck was happening at this point. Remember what the waiting times were like on the NHS? 6 months to be seen by a consultant, yeah? Waiting time between me requesting an appointment at this private hospital and being seen? 5 days. 5 days. The moment you show money, you are seen, like you are taken care of. I could go on a very long tangent here about my experience with the private hospital appointment and all that stuff, but we're trying not to have this video be like 5 hours long, so I'm just gonna do another TLDR of what this appointment was like for me, okay? So, after the 5 days instead of 6+ months, I get to see a specialist who is fucking lovely and talks to me for almost an hour. He explains everything while looking through my MRIs, while looking through my medical record, by, you know, obviously talking to me, asking me all the questions. He also like literally checks out my stomach and stuff, and he literally, while I'm on like the examining table, whatever it's called, sorry, the bed, he literally pushes down and shows me where Blob Ross is. By the way, if at this point, I can't remember if I already said this in the previous video, but me and the Twitch chat, love you chat, nicknamed this tumour Blob Ross, just, you know, to make it a bit cuter. Ooh. So, he pushes down on my stomach, and you can literally, I can obviously feel it, but also you can see like the outline of where the thing is, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah, sorry, let's backtrack a little bit. How the fuck is he able to just feel my cyst from like the outside and show it to me? Well, friends, it turns out that I have an ovarian tumour the size of a 4-month pregnancy inside of me. It's sitting at the front like a baby, It's a bit to the right, and it was possible, to see the outline of it when the doctor was pressing down on it. So I've been joking about the fact that I don't actually have any abs or anything. It's just been a tumor that's been like giving me definition down there. I'm not actually fit. I'm just sick. So the doctor tells me that this is going to need proper surgery to remove. It's too big and risky for keyhole, so it would have to be open surgery. I would be in hospital for about 3 days and probably out of commission for like a month or something, depending on how things go. And although my blood results were clear, this is, in the past 6 months while I was going through all of those tests and stuff, because first they actually thought that I might have cancer, and I was put on like the fast track, and they did the blood results, and then they came back as clear. So I was put on the standard list, as you may remember if you watched the previous video. Although my blood results were clear, he said that they can't be sure that this is totally benign until it's out and sent to the lab. Because it is a tumour, which was the main reason that he said my insurance company should cover it. So I was like injected with a bit of hope. I was like, what? I felt so bad for so long, and now I knew why properly. And he said that the insurance company should cover it. So everything's going to be okay. Right? My insurance company denies my claim to pay for the surgery. They say it needs to be malignant or invasive. A mass in my pelvis the size of a 4-month pregnancy is not considered invasive. The surgery has been quoted as around £7,000. I appeal the insurance company's decision with like a help of my doctor. They come back and they say that if it is proven to be malignant when it has been taken out and sent to the lab, then they'll probably cover it. But here's the can you see the problem, friends? I can't really have Blob Ross taken out and sent to the lab unless I have the surgery to take him out. I gotta pay to have the surgery in the first place. And then maybe if it turns out to be malignant after they've sent it to the lab, then I'll get refunded? Cool. Fuck. How do I find the money? I can't work to my normal capacity, and if I don't find the money, I will have to wait approximately a year to get help on the NHS, and at that point I won't even be a person anymore. I'll just be like a pile of dust on an office chair. So at this point I let people know that I'm going to be a bit more markety than normal, because I need to try to earn that money fast. And this is where I get asked, I believe on Twitter, about a GoFundMe. I've had friends and acquaintances suggest to me over the past few months that I should set one up, but I've been resisting it for various reasons. But at this point, it's been so long, and I feel like I am truly running out of options. So I just give in and I set one up. Holy shit. In the less than like 24 hours that it took, hold on, let me try to like say that properly. I'm sorry, this is a lot. In less than 24 hours, I had the surgery cost halfway funded. The level of support that I got was like nothing I'd ever seen. We're not going to linger on that because the dog is like, what are you doing? Because yeah, I'm going to get emotional, and this is not a crying video. My dog is like, are you okay? What's happening? Hello. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hi. Okay, good boy. He's like, what are you doing, Pero Madre? Are you about to do a cry? No, I'm good. Yeah. No, you can't. No, honey, I'm still not okay. You can't. No, you can't come here. I really want you on my lap, honey, but you can't be on my lap yet. We're gonna get to why he can't be on my lap. You can't be on my lap yet. I'm so sorry, baby. I would love to snuggle you in my lap, but it can't happen, okay? Not yet. Give it a few weeks. I'm gonna have to block him. I feel so mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna block the dog. There you go. What was I saying? This has all just been like a fucking roller coaster, as you can probably tell. But yeah, this just absolutely bonkers support seemed to also have gotten the attention of the press. So I had my local newspaper wanting my details for a story about this, and also GoFundMe asked me for permission to share my campaign and my details with their press contacts. I declined all of this because having to resort to crowdfunding surgery for an ovarian tumour is just incredibly stressful, uncomfortable, and just, I don't know, I don't want to say dehumanizing, but maybe that is the word to use, where you're basically having to parade your illness to be worthy of help. It shouldn't have to be like this. But yeah, anyway, I was also really not comfortable with the idea of my situation being seen as a moving story, which was a literal quote in an email to me. This is not moving. The fact that this is happening is fucking horrifying. Okay, this is not a feel-good thing. The fact that I'm having to essentially beg for help on GoFundMe is not moving. Okay? Anyway, I'm gonna get fucking heated. Oh god, let me just try that again. I'm still heated. Yeah, but yeah, thanks to the GoFundMe support, I was able to arrange a time for surgery. And again, I want you to, in the back of your mind, just remember the waiting times on the NHS. It would have been the standard time a year to wait to get the surgery, yeah? Time between me requesting an appointment for the surgery and being given a slot, 3 weeks. So, fast forward to the beginning of this month, and I'm off to hospital. Yeah, finally. Oh yeah, by the way, as a side note, I do have a more in-depth, like open blog post on my Patreon. You don't have to be a patron to see it. It has pictures and a lot more information about my 3 days in hospital for anyone who wants to know more. I will leave a link to that in the description and all that stuff. But in the interest of time, we're just going to summarize the experience now, okay? As I am filming this video, it has been just a little over 2 weeks since the surgery. I feel absolutely amazing. I know I probably don't look it. And, I can't really move. I can't really wear tight-fitting clothing yet. I can't have the dog on my lap, which is sad. I can't, leave the house or anything. But it's amazing how much lighter I feel already. But yeah, sorry, let's backtrack. We're not there yet. We're not there. Backtrack. So I arrive on the Tuesday morning to the hospital. I get admitted and I get prepped. If you're lucky, maybe editing me will be putting in some pictures around here somewhere. I don't know. While I'm just talking. I have my own private room with my own toilet. We are prepping before, the surgery. So it involves a whole bunch of paperwork and being seen by different people. So the highlights for me were the ordering of the food like a fucking hotel and also chatting to my doctor about the surgery itself. So this is what he told me about it. It is an open cystectomy. So he will make an incision on the, see if you can see this, on the bikini line here, yeah? Oh, I can still feel it. Sorry. But yeah, he will make an incision on the bikini line. And then it all depends on what they find once they get in there. The aim is, of course, to preserve the ovary and just remove the cyst itself. So he told me of some possible scenarios. The ovary cord thing, I'm not a doctor, could be like wrapped around the cyst or like wrapped around itself or something, which would complicate things. The cyst could have completely like swallowed up the ovary, making it like really difficult and risky to like remove it and keep the ovary intact. So you might just have to lop the whole ovary off and take it all out. They also don't know what's in the cyst itself and how messy it will be. So there are infection risks there. Other risks would include how close the actual cyst is to my other organs in there. So, for example, it could be really close to my bladder, which we saw in the ultrasound, which means that the surgeon has to be really careful so that he's not like damaging the other organs while he's getting it's like he's doing this, just stabbing away. Yeah, so he can't damage like the bladder or, I don't know, my stomach or whatever else is going on in there. There is also a chance that the cyst could grow back. Also, there is the chance of a lot of bleeding, so I would have to have like a blood transfusion and stuff like that. Anyway, I signed the consent forms, fun, and I also asked them to take a photo of Blob Ross because I wanted to see what that not so little fucker actually looked like. After this, there was a whole bunch of waiting before I'm led into the surgery prep room, and the anesthetists. Fuck you, English. The drug boys give me the good stuff through a cannula, like in my hand. Oh, it's the first time for that. General anesthetic was fun. And I was just gone. There's a lot more detail on this, again, in the blog post if you are curious about the drugs and stuff. Next thing I remember, I am in the recovery room and I'm getting some more good drugs. I am wheeled back to my own room where I'm, allowed to recover more. I am high as a kite. Friendos. The surgery itself took about an hour to do, and after about 3 hours, I was well enough to sit up and have my post-op meal and a little coffee. Ooh. The following 2 days in hospital was spent mainly just managing the pain itself, moving around and just feeling incredibly guilty that I wasn't able to eat all the amazing food that was given to me. Holy shit. My doctor also pops in every day to check on me in between his other work and stuff. And he tells me about the surgery when I'm not so high on the drugs, so I can actually understand what's happening. So, this is what they found when they opened me up. Let's do the wholesome good stuff first, okay? I wasn't bleeding a lot. Yay. Also, all the drugs that were administered to me worked very well. You just never know how someone is going to react to all the new stuff if they've never had it before. But my body took all the drugs and stuff like a champ. Another lovely discovery was the fact that the cyst was... how should I show this to you? Okay. This is the cyst. No, this is my ovary. And... this is my ovary. This is the cyst, okay? So the cyst was attached behind my ovary. So my ovary is here and the cyst is right there. And it was just like that. So it hadn't like swallowed it up or anything like that. It wasn't like, eating it or anything. It was just sort of snugly sat behind it. And you could see like my ovaries just like leaning against it like a little pillow. Oh. It was much less risky to deal with, so that was good. Less wholesome. My doctor told me that it was actually larger and slightly differently shaped to what the scans had shown, but they managed to drain it and remove it. This kind of makes me wonder, again, I am not a doctor, obviously, but like, are MRI scans just not that accurate? Or in the 4 months between the scan being done and me having the operation, did the ovarian tumor grow? I don't know, but from what I've come to understand, MRIs are very accurate, and judging by how I was feeling like garbage for the last half a year, I wouldn't be surprised if Blob Ross was just slowly growing larger and larger inside of me while I was on the NHS waiting list. Again, like, I don't want to go on another tangent here and start speculating what my life would be like right now if I had not had this surgery 2 weeks ago, because I'm gonna get upset. I've been doing a whole bunch of crying. Like, I've been doing sad crying and happy crying. There's been a lot of crying happening. But yeah, I'm just gonna say that thank fuck it's out. Oh my god. Okay, let's move on. So while I was still in the hospital, the physio lady came in and she instructed me on what to do for my recovery. Because blood clots are apparently a really big risk, especially with abdominal surgery. So you want to keep moving gently. And she also told me that I'm not allowed to do any strenuous work or any strenuous movements for 6 weeks. So that includes, lifting things like big bags full of comic books that I would normally hoist on my shoulders and, go to the post office with. Can't do that. So I'm going to have to have my husband do all of the order fulfillment and Kickstarter fulfillment while I'm recovering. I also have to chill with the rapid movements. So I'm really sorry to say, I'm very sorry. There will be no more Mr. Dickens dances on Twitch for now, while I'm recovering. I know this is a great loss to humanity. So anyway, where are we right now? As I'm filming this, it has been 2 days since I was allowed to take the wound dressing off and actually see what it looks like. Oh, it's grim there. I'm not able to eat or drink certain things without feeling like really stodgy. Is that a word? Stodgy? But anyway, it's getting better like every day. I am really ready to get back to work. But I'm forcing myself to chill because you have to allow your body to rest and recover, especially after open surgery. So the moment I feel slightly tired, I just I shut everything off and I go and just chill and play Stardew Valley on my tablet or something, or just sleep. This does mean that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get back to like proper work for about maybe another couple of weeks. Again, it all depends on how it goes. Right now, I am keeping an eye on the wound and making sure that I'm not getting any infections. So there's just a lot of like washing and wearing loose clothing and trying to eat healthily and stuff like that. It's all just like a boring recovery period right now. Oh yeah, also my lab results came back about, the contents of the dermoid cyst, and it was benign. No cancer. Basically, it's all good now. I'm just gonna focus on recovering for the next couple of weeks or something like that. I've already done a chill stream on Twitch, just having a chat. There's probably going to be more of that because I just miss being on Twitch and I just miss like doing stuff. But yeah, it's all good now. So weird. It's been a lot, but thanks to the GoFundMe, I was able to actually have this dealt with now, and I can feel like I'm actually gonna get my life back. Yeah, if you are one of the people who just fucking appeared out of nowhere when this was happening and you helped me through this whole thing, thank you.